In this video, we're gonna go over 17 autumn doodles you can do anytime, especially when you're bored. Let's dive right in. Our first doodle is going to be this pumpkin and his brother or sister, or maybe like mom and dad. I don't know which one do you think it would be best for these pumpkin friends or pumpkin friends. There you go. So that's going to be our first doodle, pumpkin friends. I'm gonna do the eyes, just leaving a white part. I don't know, I think the way that they're looking at each other, it could be like family. And then to do the pumpkin, we just do like an oval in the center, and then we do oval shapes like C shapes. And then I like to do the top like this, and then we just continue building around. And then for this one, we're going to do some maple leaves, just like that. So that's our doodle number 1. Moving on to our porcupine doodle. So we're gonna do his body shape. And then we have the ears. So how would you name this porcupine? He looks like a Bob to me. I don't know. I'm just like giving it a random name. And then let's do his eye. And then we're gonna leave a white part of his eye. We're gonna do a nose. And then he is holding an acorn in his little hands. Wow, my hands are very shaky. Alright, and now we're going to do this amazing sparky hair. By the way, if I haven't mentioned it, I am using the Monoline Studio Pen 01 for this, and I just like it because it is a little bit of a more delicate or fine line. And then the last thing, we're just gonna do the feet or paw, since it is an animal. Alright, our next doodle, it is a caramel apple, which I think these are very popular in the fall season. So we're gonna do like a heart shape that is not finished with this line over here, and then the caramel. What do you think? Maybe chocolate and dripping, and then the little stick. And the doodle number 4, we're gonna do the fall leaf right here, which we just do the stem full of sticks coming out of it, and then we do the leaf part, sort of like inverted C shapes, maybe like you. We're gonna do like some doodles right here around the apple, and then with a leaf, like the leaf is flying, just like that. Now for our next doodle, number 5, we're going to do an owl. This owl, I think I'm gonna name him Albert. What do you think? What's the best owl name that you can come up with? I don't know. Sometimes I just look at the things and I like to give them names. So for this one, let's do the eyes like this. Eyes, big circles, and then I'm gonna draw little circles inside. This is gonna be kind of like for the highlight, the eyes, and then we can color the inside of it. All right, let's continue making the face, and we're gonna draw these like spikies around the eyes, just like that. And now we're gonna do the little wings, and we're gonna do some feathers. Let's look at the other wing right here. And then we're gonna do more feather like in his belly, just like this. And we're gonna do the claws, and then he is on the branch, and then right here, this is like the way that he's grabbing onto it. And now we're going to do the branch. We're gonna do a fall leaf, and so for this we're just gonna do the stem and then some stick coming out of it, and then we're gonna do an outline just like this. Now of course we gotta do a sign that says happy fall, y'all. So let's do that. Let's make this kind of like okay, so we're gonna do these rectangles, and then we're gonna do the back part, stick that's holding on to the sign, and then some grass over here, and then we're just gonna do happy fall y'all, and we're gonna combine like a block lettering with some cursive. All right, Now we are moving on to our next doodle. So what would you have for fall? What's your favorite drink for fall? I still like my coffee. I can do some hot cocoa. I am not a tea person though. I've tried it, but I just cannot get used to it. So let's do some flames. It's very hot. And of course we're gonna decorate it right here with some shadow. Moving on to doodle number 9, we have these adorable mushrooms, and I don't know, when I saw him, he looks like a Santana to me. So this will be Santana the mushrooms. It sounds so silly, but I do like giving names to these guys. It makes it a little bit more entertaining. What do you think? What name should we give him? We have Steven the Scarecrow. At least he looks like a Steven to me. How would you name the scarecrow? Let me know in the comments. Let's name all these cute fall doodles. Okay, and now we're going to do the face like a semicircle. Now we're going to do the cool spiky hair. And do some spiky hair here in the back too. The smile, and this guy has a bow tie, almost like a bow. And then we do the arms. Alright, we're gonna do the other arm, and then the pins. So fall doodle number 11 is this fall branch. I'm gonna keep it simple. Number 12, which is going to be this deliciously cute pumpkin pie or apple pie. What is your favorite pie for the fall season? You know, I usually see pumpkin everything, so I think pumpkin might be the most popular, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. And then of course we're gonna do some cute eyes. We always leave a little bit of a white part to do highlights, and then we're gonna do these scribbles over here because the pie is very hot. We gotta be very careful. Also gonna be this kind of like flying fall leaf, right? So our fall doodle number 13 is going to be sunflower, which this is not any sunflower like we have used to seeing before. Super cute one. We're gonna do these spiky petals around the flower just like this, and then we're gonna start doodling some petals coming behind, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a stem right here. Then we're going to do some shading inside petals. This, remember to do this shading, you're just gonna do like little flicks of the pen. We're not gonna do like super hard lines, we're just doing these flicks. What do you think about that sunflower? Now moving on to autumn doodle number 14, we're gonna do this bear. So we're going to do a big circle. It's not gonna be like a perfect circle, it's going to be very uneven like this. And we're gonna do our ears. Now we're going to do our eyes, and then our little brows, and then we're going to do this semicircle right here. Not semicircle, but it's like an oval. Just like that. How cute is him? Alright, how are we naming this adorable bear? Now of course he has a scarf because it's very cold outside. Actually, I'm here in Jacksonville, Florida, and we have an amazing weather right now. So we are in fall, but it's not even that hot, that cold. It's just like a beautiful fall weather. Adding some details to the scarf with these lines like this. Alright, now we are going to be moving to fall doodle number 15, which is a slice of pie. So, okay, this might be the pumpkin pie, and then the other one that we did is going to be our apple pie. Let's move on to our fall nom. I might not be pronouncing it right, so let me know. if I am pronouncing it the right way. So we're gonna start at the top with his hat, and then we get to the end, the nose, and then he is holding this huge beautiful maple. For this maple leaf, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sticks, and then we're gonna do like this sort of like U or C shape around them, just like this, and then we're gonna finish with some shading just like that. Now we're gonna continue working on the ear. How cute is that? And now my favorite is this huge oak tree. I think this could be an oak tree. The trunk first with the roots and then the branches. We're just gonna do these like connected ends, I guess, or irregular C shape, just like this. And then we're gonna do the eyes. And then for like a dramatic effect, let's do some leaves falling, because you know it's fall, it is autumn. We're gonna have 100 million leaves falling from the tree. At least that's how I feel here in my backyard. And then for an extra doodle, we're gonna draw, I think this is what, like an berry branch. Okay. And then for some extra, to make it a lot more fun, we're gonna fill out these white spaces with some leaves. So for example, here we need to make him like a base, and then we're gonna draw more leaves, and then these little lines kind of like make it seem like the leaves are flying, right? And then to fill out these white spaces, we can do like a bunch of circles or dots. That's gonna make the whole page look more filled. And then I'm gonna switch to my 03. I always like to do the circles in like threes. It makes it seem a little bit more asymmetrical. To another. Now, if you want to keep doodling and do more fall doodles, be sure to check out this video, because in it I show you over 20 different and easy fall doodles you can draw.